What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel with your man Wise, and we have to talk about it, man. Al Sharpton showed up to the Breakfast Club today to promote the National Action Network conference that's coming up pretty soon, and I believe Al Sharpton had a Freudian slip. He accidentally exposed the Democrat Party for who they really are, but he is still an overseer on that plantation, and he is required, better yet, he is obligated to continue to tell black people you have no other option but to continue to support the Democrat Party, even though they have failed you for over 60 years. We got to get into it. I got to share this clip with you because we know who he is. And the crazy thing is that this video, it didn't get a lot of views on the Breakfast Club. And if you go to the comment section, and I think maybe at the end of this, we'll go and look at the comment section of this video just so you guys can see it. I'm glad to say, and I'm glad that I was able to see in the comment section that there are a lot of people that are not listening to this wicked, shark, evil, grievous wolf, as the brother Reverend John Amenchukwu would call him. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you never miss an upload. Let's get into it.
At your level, you see what's going on at the stock market, all of that type of stuff. But even when they fumble, I don't think Democrats have the team to recover the ball.
Now, there you and I agree. I think the problem is that you got the wrong team players. You cannot play a game if you're not going to play the game. And if they're afraid of Trump's going to tweet, Trump's going to do this. Don't get in the ring if you're afraid to get hit.
I agree.
You got to throw a blow and expect the blow to come back. And that's what I've dealt with all my. I assume they're going to come and throw blows at me because I'm throwing blows at them. People say to me all the time, Red Mal, how do you take it? Because I expect it. I mean, do I think I'm going to swing at them and call them bigots and talk about what they're doing to us and they're not going to swing back? I think a lot of us act like the folks that we're talking about are wicked ain't really wicked. They are really wicked. And they're going to try to do wicked stuff.
So what do we do? Do we? I feel like you should primary everybody in the Democratic Party who's not willing to fight. And the leadership, like the Chuck Schumers, the Hakeem Jeffries, if y'all not willing to fight, we should be calling for them to step down too.
Yeah, but the only way you can run in the primary is you got to be in the party. If you're not registered in the party, you can't primary. So I think that I agree with primaries. And I agree that a lot of these people need to be challenged. But you've got to build up a base to challenge them. And that's why I talked about the temporary folks. You need them for flash, but you need your people that are going to be there in and out so they can build some permanent structures.
Do you think it's crazy that, you look at Trump, right? Like him, love him, hate him, whatever. The fact that he gets in office and he actually shows the power that we thought other presidents should have had, especially Democrats. Like, I mean, the first day he gets on stage, he gets a pen and he's signing executive orders left and right. I mean, his guys that has 20 years in prison, 10 years in prison, pardons them immediately. And then you look at some of our Democratic presidents and you be like, man, they could have helped so many people for good and just never did, just was cowardly and didn't. So how does that give the people confidence?
It doesn't.
Well, the thing is that what it tells you is that these people, they don't care about you. These Democrats, they don't care about regular working people. They don't care about black people like that. That's been proven. Barack Obama had 8 years to sign anything that he wanted to sign into law. He chose not to. He chose not to because he ain't there for you. And that's what people need to understand. The Democrats allowed 27 million people to come in here to basically replace the black population because they know that there is a plethora of us that are looking at them and saying, nah, we good. That agenda that you have, we're good. We're not with it. And they know this, and that's why they've allowed these people to come over here. It wasn't there for you guys to be an ally. No, they're here to replace. Simple as that.
And that's why guys like me that would come to the Democrats and ask them to pardon people and didn't can be disappointed and say, I went to Biden and asked for certain pardons that we couldn't get.
He pardoned his son.
But I couldn't get him to pardon Jesse Jackson's son, and who should have been pardoned, and others. We went there.
So how does that make you feel? As much as you've done,
feel like I'm not getting everything I want, but I'm certainly not going to go on the other side. So we need to then put the right kind of leadership there. You don't. If you're on a team, if the quarterback or the tacklers can't work, you get better team players. You don't join the other team. So that's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
Tell that to LeBron James.
In the frustration some of us are showing, and some of you expressed, and in those that went and joined the other team. They went and supported Trump like that was an alternative. The alternative to having a head cold is not suicide.
So how do you look at Mayor Eric Adams?
I was about to say you decided whether you backing away from Eric.
Now, do you hear this foolishness? Do you hear this foolishness? You're on a team, you're with a group that take you for granted. They have zero interest in helping you. Matter of fact, their policies have actually harmed you. And you got a guy like Al Sharpton. We're not going to call him Reverend. Al Sharpton. I'll call him Mr. Sharpton because he is an elder. Mr. Sharpton, who will tell you, hey, keep doing the same thing. That's no different than a young woman marrying a man that's beating her upside the head. And instead of telling her to get up out that house and go in a different direction, no, you tell her to go back home. So for this guy here, his logic is, no, don't go to another side and look at what they have to offer you. No, keep supporting these people because we are going to make them do something for us when they've shown you that they have zero interest in helping you in any way, in any shape, way, form, or fashion. Their whole goal is just power. And they've been using black people so that they can maintain power. So they see that they're losing the grip, that stranglehold that they've had on the black population. They see that they're losing it because a large majority of, especially the men, we have awakened to the foolery of the Democrat Party. It's a pro-feminist, pro-women, pro-handout, trinkets, just enough to survive, never enough to thrive, pro-illegal immigration, pro-alphabet community with the plus. They still hadn't explained to us what that plus means, but folks are just supposed to get 100% wholeheartedly behind them for no daggone reason. Solely because you believe, or they've told you to believe, that people on the Republican side are wicked, evil, and racist. So instead of telling you, hey, I'm not telling you to go support the Republican Party, but I'm telling you, you have to defect the Democrat Party and go independent and force both sides to come sit down at the table and talk to you. No, that's not his solution. His solution is continue doing what you're doing and beg these people to do something for you. It's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. It is an insane thought process.
Adams.
How do you look at Mayor Eric Adams? Yeah.
How do I do what?
Look at Mayor Eric Adams.
Look, Eric and I go way back. When I started National Action Network, he was one of the founders. Mm-hmm. Where he is now, I think that he has made some positions that I disagree with, and I've told him that. Whether he made a deal with Trump or not, I don't know. But I know that there's some things in policing and all we disagree with, some things that we agree with. But I think that he's in a peculiar political position. I don't know how he can get reelected.
So you don't think that? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so because before the conversation is that you are having a conversation about whether you're going to back him as mayor or not again. So you have made a decision not to?
I don't know that he's running yet. Has he said he's running?
He hasn't said. He has to Thursday to say if he's running again.
But if he does say right now, do you know what you would do?
Call me Thursday night.
I'll really call you. I'll really call you for that. Because I think for me, I'm looking at it because I definitely will. I'm looking at it because you've been so vocal about him, and now you're vocally like, I don't know what I'm going to do. What do you want him to do? Like, what do you expect him to do?
I want him to continue to fight for the things that I supported him on, like the right kind of policing in our community, like being fair to people that are getting cut out of jobs in the city of New York, like standing up to Trump on a lot of this stuff that he is agreeing with Trump on. I do not agree that we should put Haitians and people of color in a category that they can be picked up by ICE just because of what they look like. That is racial profiling. I want him to do those things.
As a civil rights leader, do you feel like you should work with this administration on anything?
With the President Trump administration?
Yeah, this administration.
I don't think that I have that option. Trump has made it clear he's not going to work with civil rights leaders. Mm-hmm. He tweets at least once a month against me by name because I fought him when he was here. Mm-hmm. Central Park 5, we fought him when everybody thought they were guilty. Them boys went to jail. Mm-hmm. And 2 of them at my rallies every week now because we support him. So I don't think that there are areas that he and I could ever work together. And
that's the problem right there. These old civil rights activists, they're just pro-Democrat propagandists. That's all they are, and they're no longer useful. They're no longer useful to the Democrat Party, and they're really no longer useful to Black people anymore. There isn't a civil right in this country that you don't have as a melanated person in this country. There just isn't. And the fact that this dude is bigging up and fighting for illegal immigration, people that come here and lower the costs, take resources from Americans, people that come here and lower wages for Americans because they're willing to do the jobs at a much, much cheaper rate. It's people like him that are the problem. But I do appreciate that he was at least willing to call out the Democratic Party for their faults. My concern is that this dude, he doesn't really have a solution other than continue to beg these people to do something when they've shown you that they have zero interest in helping you in any kind of way. And I'm not even one of those people that's sitting there looking for a handout saying, please come save me because my help comes from the Lord. He's put me in a position to where I am extremely blessed. And it ain't got nothing to do with a civil rights activist or a party one way or another. But what I do know is that when you support the agenda of the Democrat Party, that agenda is wicked. It is a wicked agenda, with the ultimate goal being to bankrupt and eventually enslave the masses and place us in a position where you have classes, the elite haves and the downtrodden have-nots. And I am vehemently willing to do anything that I can to fight against that agenda. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, turn the notifications on so you never miss an upload.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp,